different things came up, like as far as like the personality, like we had a problem with Raiden, his hat. His hat wouldn't stay on his head when he flipped back onto his back after, which was another whole, trying to get him to fall down was another whole problem, because originally John just wanted me to fall backwards. And then when I looked at it, I was like, that's really not dynamic. I think we should, so we experimenting with the way they fell for quite a while until I came up with that whole, if we really throw their legs in the air, you get a really big dynamic movement. But anyway, with Raiden, like he kept on falling on his head. His head would come up on his head when he was trying to do the kip up, to get up. Yeah, there you go. So I was just like, John, he's a god. He doesn't need to do a kip up. He could just teleport up. And John was like, oh man, that's a good idea. So, so as the problems came up, and that's a big part of his personality, to appear and reappear. He's a god. He does that. So that was all originally from us having that problem, nice. And I was collaborating together and putting our head together to figure out the problems. So all those personalities are like, even the stuff you see in the movies and stuff like that, those are all created already by the actors, the original actors.
That is awesome. I'm going to bring up some. So who came up with like the shadow kick, the nut punch, and of course the spear and the get over here? Like, so who came up with all that?
Well, the nut punch, what happens is because Van Damme nixed Ed's game, Ed really wanted to throw in some Jean-Claude Van Damme parodies, jokes and stuff like that. Right. But originally I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because again, I didn't work for Midway. They weren't really paying me a lot. And I was like, oh, I'm part of the creation. I was like, no. And then John was like, you know what? If you do this, we'll buy you pizzas. Every time you come into work at night, we'll buy you pizza. And so something like that. And so they bribed me with food. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. But
I would have gave in too. Just saying.
Yeah, but different things were mostly it was a collaboration of the actor and then John were the main things. And sometimes for the, it was like Scorpion Spear. Originally Ed wanted me to take a lasso and throw it around the guy and tie him up. And then I walk up to him and get to punch him for free because he's tied up. And then I was like, man, I'm not going to do any Wonder Woman moves. And because we were always joking around too, we were making fun of each other all the time and just jokes. And I just joked around. I'm not going to do Wonder Woman, but there's a martial art weapon in Chinese martial arts that's called a rope dart. Originally it was used to pull horsemen off their horses, and it's a big dart. 1 or 2 pounds on a big long piece of leather rope, and you wrap it around your body. And so I had one. I showed John, and John's like, "Oh, that's really cool." So we're going to do that. So I'll throw it, and then I'll pull him over. And as I threw the dart and I started pulling him over, Rich DeVizio, was watching us film, helping us film. He yelled out in the Kano voice, "Get over here!" like that. So the creator of Get Over Here is actually Rich DeVizio.
Wow. Okay.
I know Ed does the voice.
I know. Yeah.
The person who coined the phrase or actually created the phrase Get Over Here is Kano.